Hi class, let's take a look at example 3. Now, same idea as before, I need 3 coordinate points. If you recognize it, that's great. If not, don't worry. The 3 coordinate points will be sufficient. So let me just rewrite it as theta. And then r is equal to 6 over 1 minus sine of theta. And then we're talking about r comma thetas. So let me start with 0. This will be easy to evaluate. So r is equal to 6 over 1 minus the sine of 0, which is going to give us technically 6. So you're looking at 6 at an angle of 0. So you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the next coordinate point, I'm shooting for the symmetry. So let me select pi. You can select any coordinate points. So at this point, r is equal to 6 over 1 minus sine of pi, which is equal to, sine of pi will be 0, so you're going to get 6. So this will be 6 comma pi. Now remember the pi is actually out here. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And angle of pi, it's going to be this value here. So this particular one has symmetry. It's actually a parabola if you remember the eccentricity. So for this one, E is equal to 1. And let me just refer you to the formulas. They're here. So this happened to be in the polar section that we talked about. Actually, no, in the conic section. They showed up in the conic section. And if you express it by theorem 7.11, if you express it in that form and you're able to retrieve E, then you can determine what type of actual graph you're going to have. So all I need, it's a total of 3 coordinate points. Let me select for the next one, pi over 4. So r is equal to 6 over 1 minus sine of pi over 4. And please evaluate this one. I'm getting 20.49. So 20.49. So technically 20.49 angle of pi over 4. Not to scale. And this one's pretty quickly gonna actually be out here. So I'm just gonna put it up here. Okay, all I need is a basic sketch, and we only really needed those 2 coordinate points to identify the symmetry. If it's not to scale or if it's not passing through the correct coordinate points, that's fine. So this one, it's going to be a parabola, and it's going in this direction. So I'm just mainly interested on the direction that it's going. Let me actually show you the the actual graph, and you can see it here. So that's your actual graph. You do have holes on this one, so technically what we do is just add the disclaimer. In this case, because you don't have an actual value for the actual value of theta, so theta cannot equal to the values of pi over 2 or n pi. Actually, it's going to be pi over 2 plus 2n pi. So, or theta cannot equal to pi over 2 plus 2 pi n. Sorry, I said it wrong. It's at every time that your denominator happens to be 1. So, at every point that the sign happens to be 1, it'll create an actual hole. They want you to identify the conic section, so you can quote the eccentricity here, or you can rewrite it as an actual rectangular. In this case, well, we have a parabola. And you can just say because the values of E is equal to 1, or what you could do is actually rewrite it. So you have r is equal to, this is 6 over technically 1 minus sine of theta. So 1 minus sine of theta. If you multiply both sides by 1 minus sine of theta, so times 1 minus sine of theta, you're going to end up with, and in this case, let me rewrite it as r times 1 minus sine of theta is equal to 6, or technically r minus r sine of theta is equal to 6. And then remember that y is equal to r sine of theta. So this is going to be r minus y is equal to 6. So let me rewrite it as r minus 6 is equal to y. And remember that we have an equation that actually says, well, r is equal to the square root of x squared plus y squared, or r squared is equal to x squared plus y squared. So what you could do here is basically replace r with the square root of x squared plus y squared. Technically minus 6 is equal to y. So rewrite it as x squared plus y squared is equal to y plus 6. And then technically squared this one, which is going to give you x squared plus y squared is equal to a y to the second plus a 12y plus the values of 36. And then if you subtract the actual y squares, this will give us x squared is equal to 12y plus 36, or x squared minus 36 is equal to 12y, and then divide by the 12. So you can now see the parabola. Let me rewrite it in purple. So y is equal to x squared over 12 minus 3. And then let me graph them, and then we'll take a look at both of these. Let me check the algebra. I think we're good. So, oops. Okay, so you're currently seeing, the recording is actually messing this up. So you're currently seeing r is equal to 6 over 1 minus sine theta, which is actually in purple. And then I'm going to activate the second equation, which is what our solution came out to be. And you're going to see that it actually gets, well, superimposed into the first one. So in this case, you can actually see that this one happens to be a parabola. Let me see. So if you remember the eccentricity, that's fine. You're only responsible for the ones that we do here and in the reading. So in this case, let me just write it as a parabola. So the only thing that I would change to this one would be the numbers. And as long as you still have technically 1 there, it's going to create a parabola. Okay, so that would be for this one. And they want the 3 coordinate points, and just to identify it.